Good morning, my name is Emma and I'm here this morning to take you through a really energizing morning yoga sequence. We'll specifically work this morning on opening up through the heart and the front of the body, which is a really enlivening way to start your day, particularly if you are going to be sitting at a desk or something that kind of puts your shoulders in this rounded forward position. This sequence is designed to open you up so that you're greeting your day from a space in your heart. So we'll begin. Again, just make sure that you've set up your space so you have lots of room around your mat. Maybe you're burning some incense or a candle or something that makes your space feel like a little sanctuary. We'll begin on our yoga mat. If sitting down like so with your heels underneath your sit bones isn't comfortable for any reason, you could place a block or a blanket underneath your buttocks or just sit in a comfortable seated position. Never compromise the health of your knees, you need them. Finding your comfortable seat and just closing down your eyes to begin with. Taking a full breath in through your nose and then opening your mouth as you exhale, release. One more like that, a full breath in, broaden through the chest, through the collarbones. And an exhale out of your mouth as you release. And as you arrive into your breath, you're just noticing and checking in with how your body feels this morning, any sensations. And see if you can bring now your full awareness to your heart space. The space in the front of your body, your chest. And we also work in this practice with the energetics of the heart chakra, the anahata. The anahata, by definition, means unbound. So as we find this expansive state in the body, as we find an ability to stay open and to meet every situation from a place of love as opposed to fear. And with your awareness on your heart space, you might like to call in an intention for your practice. Planting it like a seed in the heart to be cultivated during your time on your mat so that it continues to grow when you step out into the rest of your day. And with your intention just sitting in the abode of your heart, float your hands into a prayer at your heart space. Take a breath in through your nose and exhale out of your mouth. Release your expectations. And we'll inhale together for Om. Full awareness and attention on your heart space, calling in your intention, your sankalpa for your practice this morning. That might be a word or a phrase that sits like a little seed in the abode of your heart so that it can be cultivated as you practice and continue to grow as you step off your mat this morning. And planting your intention in the seed of your heart and floating your hands to a prayer at your heart space. We'll take a breath in together through your nose. And exhale out of your mouth. We'll inhale together for Om. Bowing in head to heart. And gently releasing your hands, left hand down beside you. As you inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, big stretch through the right side. As you exhale, brush the floor with your right fingertips, right hand beside you, left arm reaches up, inhale. Keep moving like this as you exhale, fingertips brush the floor. If you want a little more, you could start to lift your hips up. And exhale, brush the floor. Inhaling to the side. We'll do one more each side, all the way around. Inhale to lift. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, come back through center. Interlace your hands together at the lower part of your back, and as you inhale, peel the chest open. Good. Stay here for a couple of breaths, rolling the shoulders back. Maybe start to take your hands towards your sit bones. Press the sit bones forward toward the pelvic bone, forward towards the front of the room as you lift up through the crown. Keep the chin tucked in, full breath in. And as you exhale, release, sweep your hands forward, come on over onto all fours. Spread the fingers nice and wide, stack your hips on top of your knees, shoulders on top of your wrists. We'll take a gentle cat-cow to begin with. As you inhale, peel the heart forward in between the gate of your arms. As you exhale, round the upper part of the back, drawing in through the navel. Good. Inhale, peel the heart forward. Feel the base of the shoulder blades engaged to open your chest. And as you exhale, round the spine. Last one, inhale. Exhale to round. So to get a little bit into our wrists, turn the fingertips out to the edges of your mat and begin to roll your shoulders forward and back. So our wrists are a very small joint complex in the body. So it's really, really important that we take time to warm them up before you dump your entire body weight onto them. Change the direction. Keep breathing. Remember, you're just waking your body up, so we're taking it nice and slow, finding some fluid movement in the spine. And then find your way back through center. Walk the fingertips to face back towards your knees. Tuck your toes under and send your buttocks all the way back towards your heels as you press the wrist creases forward. Perhaps by now you're realizing just how much tension there is in your wrists. Now this heart and lung line runs from the pinky fingers all the way up towards the chest. So we're broadening from the hands to the heart. Breathe for 3. Good. For 2. Come all the way back through center. Give your wrists a little shake out. Press into your hands, tuck your toes, and start to send your hips up and back into downward facing dog. So feet are more or less hip width distance apart. Fingertips extend forward. And feel the sensation as though your underarms are wrapping in to hug your heart. Good. And you might lift up onto the tips of your toes slightly so that your heels are elevated. And then press your chest back towards your thigh. And I always like to think here like I'm a little glowworm, although there was a flashlight in between my butt cheeks. And I can turn that up towards the sky. Now as you do that, try not to collapse through the front part of your body. So like you're closing in a chest of drawers that is your rib cage. Close up through the front line. Keep reaching into the fingers and sending the sit bones back. Find 3 breaths here. You might even start to straighten out through your legs, but it's not about bringing your heels to the floor. It's more about finding length through the spine. One more breath in. Let it fall out. And then press into your hands firmly. Walk your feet like little pixie steps all the way up towards the top of the mat. Try and keep the palms down. When you arrive, soft knees, take a halfway lift, broaden through the chest. As you exhale, bend your knees and fold. Interlace your hands, either hooking the thumbs into your wrist crease, or you can reach the arms up overhead, whatever your preference is. Just allowing yourself to dangle forward, swaying a little bit side to side and flushing the back of your body with breath. And gently releasing the fingertips. Find a halfway lift, lower ribs draw in, crown of the head long. Hold an avocado with your chin and then fold to the earth. But press into your feet, soft knees as you inhale, rise up. From the feet to the fingers, extend. As you exhale, hands to prayer at your heart space. Find a full breath in. Close your eyes as you exhale. Stay connected to the heart as we continue to flow. Feeling your feet press down, the energy move up the inner line of your legs as you inhale, reach the arm to the sky. As you exhale, hands out to the edges of your mat, fold all the way down. Halfway lift to lengthen. As you exhale, fold all the way back down. Step the right foot to the very back of your mat, right knee to the earth. Sweep the arms forward, Anjaneyasana as you inhale. See if you can lunge forward a little bit more and think about sending your pubic bone forward and up so that you feel, it's almost like a little Michael Jackson dance move, so that you feel a stretch across the front of your hips, without any compression in your lumbar spine. A full breath in. As you exhale, right hand to the earth, left arm reaches up to the sky, one breath. And then straighten through your left leg as you fold all the way back, half Hanuman. Flex the left toes back towards you and press the big toe mound forward. Find a full breath in, lengthen, find buoyancy in the heart, and then exhale to fold. And as you inhale, back forward, hands to the earth, pick up the back right knee, round through the upper part of your back, and without scraping, pick up your left leg, step back into a plank pose. You can use your knees at any time here. Find the shape by pressing into the earth, rounding through the upper part of your back, hugging your thumbs towards each other and wrapping the shoulders so you feel as though your underarms are hugging your heart. Good, rock forward on your toes and then rock back. One more time, rock forward, rock back. Rock all the way forward, use your knees, keep the shoulders moving forward as you lower all the way down to the earth. Hands should be down by the base of your ribs. Untuck your toes, press the tops of your feet to the earth. As you inhale, find a cobra pose, peel the heart open. As you exhale, fold. 2 more times, inhale, lift, like the fingers are little suction cups pulling you back, and then exhale to fold down. Last time, come up and hold for a few breaths. Imagine again like you have an avocado under your chin, so the back of your spine is long. And it's an organic avocado, it costs you $12, don't let it go. Crown of the head long, feet extend, hold for 3. Lift a little higher for 2. Release to the earth. Press yourself back into a child's pose, toes together, knees wide apart. And find 3 breaths into the back of your body. From here, press into your hands, tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Same rules apply. Find length in your spine, turn your little flashlight butt up towards the sky and close the front drawers. Breathe. As you inhale, float the right leg up behind you, peel the hip open without collapsing through the left side. So you're lifting the right knee out but pushing into your left hand to create space, a full breath in. As you exhale, curl the right knee in towards your nose. Look forward and without scraping, step the foot in between your hands. Heart forward, step forward to the front of your mat, and then exhale to fold. Press into your feet, arms reach to the sky all the way up. And as you exhale, fold all the way back down. Halfway lift, fold. Left leg steps up and all the way back, left knee down. Anjaneyasana as you rise. Take a moment here to set your pelvis. So chances are your right hip's gone on a little excursion. Scoop the sit bone back under. Pubic bone moves forward and up. So we're using the lower part of the abdominal muscles to lift. And then lean forward, reach the arms to the sky. Broaden through the chest and the heart. Keep drawing the right hip bone back. Take a full breath in. As you exhale, left hand to the floor, right arm sweeps up to the sky, find an easy twist. And then exhale, half Hanuman, straighten out through the right leg, flex through the right toes. Fingertips to the mat, lift the heart forward, and then fold into your shin. Rebending the right leg. Look forward, hands to the mat, press into the earth, round the upper part of your back without scraping, step back into your plank. Rock forward. This time we'll try it without our knees, but please use your knees if you need to. Lower all the way down for 5, elbows in for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. This time we'll untuck the toes, interlace the hands at the very base of your spine. Tip your forehead on the mat to begin with. Roll the shoulders open. All back bends need to be initiated from the feet. So press down into the feet, feel everything hug up through the midline,
And as you inhale, keep the feet on the floor, just lift the chest. As you exhale, lower. 2 more, inhale, heel up. Exhale to release. This one will come up and hold in Shavasana. You might start to lift the feet and the thighs off the floor. We'll hold for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Release all the way down. Let the hands come down beside you. Now you can choose to transition back through child's pose as we did before, or bring the hands down by the base of your rib cage and roll all the way up into an upward facing dog. Continuing to press your pubic bone forward and up, spread and broaden through the collarbones, crown of the head long, full breath in. As you exhale, rolling back over your toes, downward facing dog. 3 breaths here, feeling the lengthening of your spine. And then as you next inhale, you'll float the left leg up, bend yawn and stack, peel open through the left leg. Good, then take the left knee in towards your nose. Curl all the way in and place, don't throw the foot in between your hands. Fingertips to the earth, look forward. And step your right foot in. Halfway lift, fold to the earth. Press into both feet, arms to the sky, rise. And then exhale, fold. Halfway lift, fold. We'll step the right foot back for warrior 1. So rising up, turn the right toes slightly towards the top right hand corner of your mat. And if you're feeling a little unstable here, widen your stance. You don't have to stand on a tightrope. All right, pressing into your feet. Feel everything hug up through the midline as you inhale, arms to the sky. Slide the left sit bone back and under. Reach your hands back behind you, interlace them at your lower spine. Good. Take your interlaced hands down your back without dumping into your lower spine. Lift your heart as you inhale. As you exhale, humble warrior, bow in. Now you could start with your shoulder resting on top of your left knee, or bring the crown of the head to the floor. Watch that your left hip doesn't splay out. Hands extend forward, hold and breathe for 3. Keep pushing into the big toe mound on the back right foot for 2. As you inhale, rise all the way back up. Keep the arms, spin your right toes forward, lift the back right heel, come into an arrowhead shape. Good. So it's like your back foot's on a sprinter's arch, ready to propel you forward. Keep sliding the left hip bone back. And for a little balance challenge, lean into the left foot, reach the right leg out, reach the right leg out long behind you. Push into the right big toe mound, breathe. Hold for 3. Crown of the head long for 2. Good, soft left leg, fold all the way into a standing split. Keep your hands bound. Good, your hands will save your face at the last moment, I promise. Fold on in, standing split. Good, bring the right foot to meet the left at your front of the mat, halfway lift. Fold as you exhale. Press into your feet, arms to the sky. Circle the hands back behind you, interlace them at your lower back. Soft knees as you press your hips forward. Wrap the shoulders back, heart open. Exhale, hands brush the back of your body as you fold. Halfway lift to lengthen. Fold. Left leg steps back for warrior 1. Take a moment to align yourself here. So spinning your left hip forward, your right sit bone scooping under, inner thighs hug together. Push into the big toe mound of both of your feet as you extend your arms to the sky, broad through the chest. Full breath in. Circle your hands back behind you. Interlace them. Take the opposite thumb on top. Slide your hands down your back as you inhale. As you exhale, fold in. Shoulder rests onto your knee, or maybe the crown of your head comes towards the floor. Keep hugging the right knee and the right hip in. Extend the arms forward, hold and breathe for 3, for 2, for 1. Lift all the way up. Turn forward on your back left toes. Try to stay really engaged, scooping your right hip back. Chest is open, and trust yourself here as you fly. Heart forward, press into the right big toe, lift the back left leg. Yeah, it was better on that side. Extend. We all have our good sides and our not so good sides. Keep holding your avocado. Breathe. Use your lower ribs, draw them in for 3, Good, for 2, and then like you're toppling forward, slowly your hands will save your face at the last moment, standing split, fold. Left foot beside right, halfway lift, fold. Press into both feet, arms reach all the way up towards the sky. Circle the hands back behind you. Good. Pressing your hands into your sacrum, hips forward, shoulder blades squeeze, a full breath in to broaden, open through the chest. Keep holding your avocado and exhale to fold. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Stepping all the way back into a plank pose. Taking your flow, whether you're using your knees or rolling down. This time we'll sweep through into upward facing dog and stay there for a couple of breaths. Press into the feet, broaden the chest. Keep scooping the pubic bone forward and up. Breathe, crown of the head long. Maybe look over your right shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Back through center as you inhale. Downward facing dog as you exhale. From downward facing dog, rock forward, bring your knees to the mat. We'll take Anahakasana or puppy pose. Extending your arms forward to the front of the mat and walking down so that your chin or your forehead is on the mat. So if the floor is a little far away, you can take a block underneath you. Or if you're like me and you're a little flexible, then your yoga mat can become a magic carpet ride. Roll the top of it, hold on, rip and grip it out from underneath you. 5 breaths. When you feel ready, if you've taken your mat, or if you have a block, release it. Walk yourself all the way back up onto all fours. And then we'll come up into Camel Pose, Ustrasana, one of my favorite asana poses. It's like a little shot of espresso first thing in the morning, so you don't need your morning coffee, you have yoga. So we'll start with the toes tucked under. Now you can always bring a block in between your feet to squeeze onto if you need a bit of extra support. We'll feel that same sensation of the inner thighs hugging in, and then think about your pubic bone, even if you need to touch it, to go forward and up. Good, so the tailbone descends. Rather than just tucking your tailbone and jamming, it's a gentle lift and elongation. You should feel your quads on. Good, then we'll bring the hands to the back and start by just lifting the chest up. So with any back bend, we start by going forward, up, and then back. So here, just find the up part as you lift up through the crown of the head and wrap. Breathe for 3. Good, for 2. For 1, come out. Now that might be as far as you get today. That might feel really nice. If you want a little more, circle both hands back behind you. Catch a hold of your heels. Begin to press forward, scooping through your tailbone again, lifting your chest. Crown of the head long. Good, then you could even untuck your toes here. And maybe drop your chin back if that feels okay. Only do that if your neck's happy. Keep sending your pubic bone forward and up, long spine. Keep hugging in through the midline. Breathe. Good, for 3. Feel your legs and your feet for 2. And the exit out of here is kind of like a weird little throwy out movement. So you bring your hands back, heart forward, then everything else joins. To keep the neck happy. Come and sit back into the position that we started in, palms facing up, close down your eyes. If you'd like to come into a couple more rounds of camel, if you really want to go for that double espresso, by all means, you do you. Otherwise, we'll stay here for 5 breaths. Just feeling the heartbeat and breath, almost like this sacred dance between the two. And just noticing what comes up when we start to really broaden and open through the heart. From here, you'll gently slide your hands down towards your heels, knees together. We'll take a little rabbit pose. Tucking your chin in so that your forehead is really close towards your knees, lifting up to the crown of your head and stretching the back of your heart, holding onto your heels, rounding and breathing into your rib cage for 3. Nice, for 2. For 1, release all the way back up.
Sliding off to one side of your buttocks, extend your legs forward. Good. Take the right leg into the inner line of your left leg. Turn your belly button to face towards the left knee. Fingertips beside your knee. Lift the heart. As you exhale, keep holding your avocado, fold forward. So you might only get to here, working on keeping your heart open as you fold in. Otherwise, you're thinking about sending your little flashlight butt up towards the sky and folding in. Stay engaged through the legs. We'll hold and breathe here for 3. Good, for 2. For 1. Reach the right arm all the way up and back behind you. Press it down as you thrust the hips forward. Flush dance asana, a very traditional pose. Full breath in. And then exhale to release. Changing sides really simply. Lengthen the right leg, bend the left leg in. Connect foot to thigh. So it's like you're hugging everything in through the midline and feeling that lift up and over to create a buoyancy and lift in the heart. Press into your right big toe mound, lift, and then start to crawl forward with a long spine. So you're not hinging from your lower back, you're hinging from your hip. Inhale, staying at your depth as you exhale, 3 breaths. Inhaling to rise, sweep the left arm back behind you. Thrust the hips forward, all the way up. And as you exhale, release all the way back down. Making your way onto your back, all the way down. Drawing both knees up in towards your chest and interlacing your hands together so that your knees are hugging over the tops of the forearms. Closing down your eyes here. And just breathing into the back of your body.
How long have you got?
2 minutes.
Alright, cool. I'm about to run out of battery, so
How long have I got on that?
2 minutes.
Okay. Good. From here, taking any final shapes that you feel that you need, you'll come down and find Shavasana. Feeling the spreading across the front of your body, and dripping out through your toes, and the beat of your heart against the mat. What would it feel like to stay in a space where your heart is open? Where you're meeting every situation heart forward. Allowing that to rest in your awareness as your body drifts into the deep state of rest. If you have the time and the space in your day, I'd recommend taking Shavasana for 5 to 10 minutes. And when you're feeling ready, start to draw your knees up in towards your chest. Give yourself a beautiful hug. Roll over towards your right side. Rest there for a moment. And take your time as you come back up and find a comfortable seat. Arriving into a prayer pose in front of your heart space, Anjali Mudra. Softening your shoulders, finding buoyancy through the chest. Feeling the heartbeat against your thumbs. And coming back to the intention that you planted in your heart. And seeing if you can make a commitment to yourself to act and respond from a place of love. To meet each situation heart forward. Take a full breath into your nose. Full breath out of your mouth. We'll inhale for a closing Om.
ego, of the intellect, bowing to the greater wisdom and intelligence within. May you continue to be able to follow that as you step off your mat this morning. Bowing to yourself, to your practice, as we say, Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope your hearts feel open and your bodies feel ready and energized to greet the day. See you again soon.